Hello, how are you? This is Elle's company from Bemis Crafty Corner, and today we're going to be making this. Now, I originally made this pocket. It's kind of a mini folio, really, and we originally did this in the Killer Clowns journal, and this came about because, well, my friend Sandra cannot do a Z-fold. And so she made something sort of like this, and it had a belly band in it and everything, and I said, let me turn that into a mini folio, and we'll use it. Now, the one that we did in the Killer Clowns, we glued it down on 3 sides, so you had a pocket up here. But if you don't want to glue this down, you can certainly add an extra piece to the back and glue it on 3 sides, and then this would be completely portable. You could put it in or out under a belly band, in a pocket or something in the journal. So let's take a look at this real quick. We have a pocket here on the front. There's a pocket on the inside. Then there's a journaling card here with a pocket. There's a little slash pocket up here that you don't have to put in if you don't want to. And then, of course, the pocket on the back. Whole thing can be made out of a piece of 8.5 by 11. And, you know, the mats and everything are under that 6-inch limit. So you could do a 6 by 6 pad on this one, or scraps, you know, if you prefer. But we're going to go ahead and do this one. I'm going to get out all of the supplies, and I'll be right back to give you that list. See you in a minute. Supplies. Circle punch. Pair of scissors are going to be helpful here. 1 piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Some kind of decorated paper to make the mats. Scoreboard, scoring tools, ruler, adhesive, and a paper cutter. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started making our cuts. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this lengthways down to 6 inches. All right. And then we're going to cut this to 10, so we're just going to take 1 inch off. We don't need that. And then on this one, we're going to cut it down to 8. We're going to keep that. So we have 3 pieces, and that is, those are 3 pieces we need to do this. Okay? So I'm going to get the scoreboard here real quick, and we're going to do some quick scores. This piece we're just going to set to the side. Our strip, we're going to score at 4 inches. Don't press this. Lightly score this 2 or 3 times, okay? We're going to move that off to the side. We're going to put the larger piece in. We're going to do 2 scores here. We're going to do 1 at 4. And then we're going to come out and do another one at 8. All right, that's all the scoring we're going to be doing. And now we're going to fold and burnish. Now remember, whenever you fold, wherever you have a hill, that's where it pops up, you want to make that a valley, okay? So this is a valley where it's dented in. We want to make that a hill. So we're going to fold this part in, make sure we've lined it up top and bottom, and then burnish our fold. We're going to fold this part over. Again, making sure that we have it top and bottom. And burnish our fold. And then on this one, again, hill into the valley, valley into the hill. Now the reason we do that is because it makes it so that it's less likely the paper will crack. Okay? Now we have 3 pieces. We have 1 piece that's folded in half, 1 piece that's just a square, and then we have our 1 piece that has our little flap on the inside, okay? That's where we're done as far as the base pieces. Now we need to cut our mats, okay? We need a mat for here, here, and here, 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 and here. So, this is 4 inches by 6 inches. So we're going to go 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. We're going to cut 3 of those. This piece is 2 inches, so 1 3/4 by 5 3/4. One of those. For our pockets, 3 3/4 by 2 1/4. 2 of those. And then for our little journaling card here, we're going to go 2 1/4 by 2 3/4. Remember, all the measurements are going to be in the description box below. I'm going to go ahead and cut my pieces, and then I'll be back, and we're going to walk through the rest of this, okay? Be right back. All right, so I have all my pieces cut, okay? I have my piece of 2 1/4 by 2 3/4 for my card. I have 2 pieces of my 2 1/4 by 3 3/4 for my pocket. I have my 1 3/4 by 5 3/4 for my side. And then I have my 5 3/4 by 3 3/4 here. And I wanted to use this paper because I wanted to continue this, but I didn't have enough, and I don't have to because I don't have to make it go all the way over, okay? Just as long as it's the 5 3/4 top to bottom, so that I can add this on and have that continued look, okay? So the next step here is, if you are going to ink, do that now, and then we're going to be putting this together. So go ahead and ink all your pieces, and then we're going to be gluing this down and putting in our finger notches and all of that, and I'll be right back. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we got to create our little slash pocket. And I'm just going to use my scoring tool to put a little mark right here at 1 inch. And then I am going to go from that mark to my fold. And I'm just going to take that piece off, okay? And that's going to create my little slash pocket. And then I'm going to take the piece of paper that goes there, and I'm going to set it on here the way that it should fit, and then I'm going to move it up twice that distance here on the bottom. And again, I'm just going to use my scoring tool to trace that line. And then I'm just going to give it a quick fold, put it in my trimmer, and I'm going to trim that off. And then I'll ink this edge, okay? Let me get all the fold off of there. And then I'm going to ink that edge. All right. So now the next part of this is making sure that we get all of our notches and everything in the right place. So this is going to be the first piece. And if you put that up there, you're going to see it has that nice frame all the way around. We're going to push it all the way to the edge with our top and bottom where we want it. And we're going to cut our notch. And we're cutting our notch closer to the bottom and get it just where I want it. There we go. And then we'll ink our notch. And then this piece is ready to be put on, okay? So we'll go ahead and glue that down now. Now you can use tape for this if you want to. Again, I live in the desert, so tape does not really work very well here. If it gets warm, it comes off. And so I have learned over time that glue is my friend. So I'm just going to line that up and put it down. And I don't need to do anything to this center piece, so I'm going to put this piece down as well. And I'm lining up on that center fold because this piece, remember, I cut it just a little bit shorter. It's a little bit narrower than it needed to be. Okay? Press that in. And now when I close my flap, you can see everything meets up nicely. All right. So I'm just going to continue to put my pieces on. And then we're going to deal with that pocket. Okay. Now, I'm making sure that I have the same width at the top and at the bottom. And then we're going to fold that over, and we're going to do the same thing on this one. All right, and we're going to glue this one down. And then we're going to start on our other pieces. So this one, which is our journaling card, is pretty easy. We just glue it down. Now, if you're using a dark colored cardstock like I am, you're going to want to make an extra mat that is this size to go on the back of your journaling card. And that way, you know, you can actually write on it. And, you know, it doesn't have to be white. It could be this yellow, whatever color you want, but you're going to want to do that. And then we're going to do our pockets. Now, how we're going to do this is we're going to make sure that we have the side that we're going to be using facing out, which for this one is this, and for this lighter one is this here, okay? So we're going to make sure that we have those facing out. We're going to line everything up just the way we want it. We're going to bring it all to the top, and then we're going to punch our hole, our finger nib at the top if we're putting that in. And it's going through 4 pieces, so it might be a little bit tough. Okay, and then go ahead and ink your finger holes on both pieces. And then glue these down, okay? All right, now once we have these all glued down, we're going to kind of dry fit this. And it's perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue on this down the outside, all the way across the bottom, and up the other side. Okay. I'm going to use my bone folder on the edge here to press this all together, because I'm gluing a lot of layers down. Okay, so once I have this all pressed down, my next part is going to be this. Now, my journaling card is going to go in here like this. So that's going to kind of tell me where I'm going to put my glue line, here and here. And then a glue line over here at the bottom. And then my journaling card will fit right there. Okay. We're going to give this just a minute to dry, and I'm using my bone folder to press it down so that it adheres well, okay? Now, I'm going to be doing this so that it glues into a pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and put my finger notch here. And I'm going to ink that. Okay. And that's it. Now all I have to do is decorate. I'll be right back. All right, so that's really all I have for you today. If you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that button for me and subscribe. Like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends, and your friends can be my friends, and my friends can be your friends, and our friends can get to be friends before you know it. Giant crafting community. I do go live on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and on Sundays we play trivia, so come on out and play with us. It's a great, great group of ladies that play, and gentlemen. And let's see, I post videos on Mondays and Wednesdays, at least twice a week, typically Monday and Wednesday, but it could be any day of the week, so you just kind of have to look out for those. Let's see, what else do we have going on? I basically post tutorials. If you want to know what my next ones are going to be, you can check the community tab here on my YouTube channel, or you can join my Facebook group. There's a link to that in the description box below, and there's a featured listing over there. I update those on the regular. So all of my classes, all of my tutorials, all of my everything is listed in there. And let's see, what else have we got? Free classes. Want information on those? Go ahead and select the all notifications when you ring the bell, and that way you get them as soon as they download. I'm doing 12 of 22 journal challenge. If you would like to participate in that, all you have to do is go to the description box below, click on the link. It's going to take you over to a slideshow, tell you everything you need to know. You do not need to complete 12 journals, but I think that's pretty much it. So, until I see you again, stay well. Bye-bye.